Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. You could probably tell by my demeanor. I don't know how to start off this video. I don't like talking about this stuff. I don't have an answer. I don't even know what to say. I don't. Politicians with the thoughts and prayers, another mass incident. I have no idea. I don't have a solution to this. To me, I'm starting to lose hope. I mean, I don't. That's why I didn't want to make a video. I don't want to come on here and say, I've lost hope. There's a few things I want to talk about. The Allen Mall incident. Let me say this. Let me start with this. Right off the bat, I noticed there was a couple articles where they said that officials were hesitant to identify the perp, the suspect, let's call him right here. And right then, I knew this guy is probably, there's probably a reason why they don't want to talk about, they're trying to figure out how to approach this. And sure enough, it was Mauricio Garcia, 33 years old. I found all sorts of links down below. One of the most disturbing ones. It's just a manifesto. He had a social media site. I think it was a Russian social media site. It has little or no moderation, and he's got it. Like I said, I think it's like I couldn't make hay. It would take weeks, and I don't want that nonsense getting in my head. I don't even want to study it that closely. So he had right-wing ties, without a doubt. Far right, what's it called? Right-wing death squad. And just this morning, I knew that sounded familiar. That's from Chile. Augusto Pinochet used to throw his political dissidents, communists, socialists, out of helicopters. And that's their hero. That's the hero. This guy, you'll see the picture. I'll use this on the thumbnail. With the various 1930s German insignias on his chest, and it disgusts me. I don't like talking about this. I think the thing that bothers me the most is it's a disgrace to all Americans. It's a disgrace to the greatest generation, to the men that fought in World War II, to defeat. This is probably the closest we ever came to losing America, was World War II, and the people, all the men and women that fought in that war. And it's such a disgrace that people like this go around with these insignias on their body or whatever. Okay, so he had a social media site, and there'll be a link down below. There's a guy on Twitter, I can't remember his name now, Arel something. There'll be a link right down below from Twitter, and he found this Mauricio Garcia's the perp. They found his manifesto, and here's something that doesn't surprise me. He was also an INCEL. He was frustrated with anybody that didn't look like him. Basically everybody and anybody that didn't look like him. Here's the thing too. You guys, I always talk about empathy. And I cannot even connect with this guy. I can't put myself in his place. Let me talk about the incel thing. Like I said, the link's down below, so you could read this. He had this whole thing where I started reading, and it goes on and on. Here's something interesting too. He actually put out like warnings that what he was going to do of the traffic in this mall. He was studying the traffic in this mall with a picture of the traffic flow in the Allen Mall, and a box of dumped out shells, gun shells. He posted this before he did this. So once again, there was plenty of warning signs, although this isn't something that was on Twitter. This was on some far right, bizarre, non-moderated site. Let me start. There's a lot of stuff where he complains about women. And like I said, to me, I can't even use empathy. I can't connect to this guy. Like I said, I grew up with women. I don't believe him. I don't believe he's even trying to connect with women. I think he's just got this. He's just hateful of the whole world, and I don't know what's making people like this. He rants, and he rants about rutting animals and males fighting for resources and all this other nonsense. And like I said, I'm going to talk about a little something. I decided to talk about it this way. What he's saying is complete nonsense. And I think there's something wrong with him. I don't think he's even trying to connect with women. You know, this whole incel thing, or he's expecting some messed up version from adult movies or something of women, or you know, he's not. Because I know, like, I'm going to talk about something, and I'm not bragging here. I'm going to talk about the dating. I just looked on my dating website. I'm on Plenty of Fish dating website, and I'm on a Facebook dating site too. And I'm an old man. I'm 57 years old. And this guy was 33, right? So what I'm saying here, I'm not bragging or anything. What I'm saying is there are plenty of women. Women are human beings. These guys don't get it. They're human beings, just like men. It's not like they want to toy with men's emotions and use them as, I don't know. I can't even use empathy. I don't know what these guys are thinking, but I know that there are plenty of women out there that are seeking companionship and relationship just like men are. So, you know, what is this guy doing wrong? One thing I noticed is almost like 99% of the time when you look at profiles of people like this, they're scowling. Like this guy's next door neighbor, Mauricio Garcia's next door neighbor, like in one of the links down below, she comments on him and she's like, you know, he wasn't, you know, he was off. He wasn't the kind of guy that you could have a conversation with. He was always angry. And I know I've noticed this before. Right-wing politicians, right-wing, they're always scowling and angry. I don't know if they think that makes them look more manly or attractive. Seriously, I'm not, you know, like in the Facebook posts and stuff like that. They always got this, you know, the goatee and the scowl and the, you know, and you know that's not how you connect with anybody, women or anybody. Society, humor, and confidence are the two ways to connect. I'm just saying here. I looked up on my Plenty of Fish. Just in the last week, like I said, I'm not bragging. What I'm saying is there are plenty of relationships out there for everybody. There's something, I don't know if it's computers. I don't know why these guys are so angry, these incels. I don't get it. But I'll post this on my community page, or I'll use it for the thumbnail. Just in the last week, it doesn't show their faces or their names, so it's safe. And just in the last week, I've gotten 10 responses. People that are interested in me just in the last week on one site. And then on Facebook, there's like another 10. And that's just in the last week. And that's just on dating websites. And I'm a 57-year-old man. A 33-year-old fit dude should have no problem, you know, connecting with the opposite sex. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think these people are trying, or I just think they're so freaking angry. It's like a warning sign right above their head. Don't come near me. Okay, Greg Abbott, of course, you know, right off the bat, it's thoughts and prayers. It's getting me so angry. It's getting me so angry, and I don't have a solution. There's so many of these things out there at this point. What do you do? Greg Abbott is already talking about mental health. Okay, let's say it is mental health. What's Greg Abbott doing for mental? Whatever he's doing, he's failing. He's failing miserably. There's going to be some stats down below. I think Texas has had the most incidents this year. California, Texas and Florida, two of the big gun states. Go figure. And Greg Abbott is trying to loosen gun control even more, so more people have guns. So whatever he's doing, he's not succeeding. Even if I play the devil's advocate here and say, okay, it is a mental health issue. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, you're failing miserably. That's all I got to say about this. It's so frustrating. I hate talking about this. I can't even connect to these guys. I talk about empathy on here all the time, and usually I could try to put myself in somebody else's position. Like, what are they thinking? If I was that person, why would I be angry? And I can't. I can't even relate to these angry right-wing guys. And he was a very angry, maladjusted, right-wing incel. That's about all I got to say right now. The links will be down below. Have a good Tuesday.